Hey guys, and welcome to Low Black But Another One. We're just quickly talking to you guys about the Jonathan Majors situation because let me tell you something. It wasn't looking good, bruv, but this evidence seems like there's a little witch hunt on Jonathan Majors. I don't know if he didn't pay his Illuminati tax. I don't know if he didn't pay his Freemasonry tax. I'm not sure if he didn't want to do some certain rituals because this looks like it's definitely an attack. And I tell you this because I think when I first started hearing about it, and this is not to say like the other issues with other people saying they're going to come out. Apparently, they're cooperating with the DA. That's not to say that he hasn't got a past. We're not saying that at all. We're saying in this instance, I definitely felt something was a little bit off. I don't know what it was, but my gut was telling me something is off here. It's not quite right. And so it's interesting because this whole situation with Jonathan Majors and this young lady, they've now produced obviously clips to say of her using her right hand in amongst her being in a club after the incident. So after the incident where she's claiming that she was strangled, had a laceration to the ear, and her right hand she had broken her little finger on the right hand. You're in the club buying drinks with the right hand, and you're on your phone typing on your phone with a broken finger. It's looking a bit suspect because without if you ever broke your hand or broke a little finger, even if you sprain, listen, even me spraining my thumb, do you know how difficult it is to use your hand after, and let alone your little finger, which you're using to type also, right? You can see how um on her phone there's actually a video clip which they played on as well, right? But so if that then makes us have to question some things, because if you're in the club after you had your ear lacerated, you've been strangled, and then your right hand is being broke, you don't want to be out in the club. You want to be at home in the safety amongst friends or family, but you're out partying in the club after police done told us that you had a laceration to your ear and a broken finger. It's giving you ain't paid your dues and your tithes and your offerings to the God of this world. 2 Corinthians 4 verse 4, Satan. Okay, so and if you know anything about the situation, and this is not again removing the fact that the other people beforehand have said that they're quote unquote going to work with the DA to say that that he has done something to them previously. We're just talking about this particular case itself. Let's have a quick read through some of what TMZ kind of put. Other news outlets have reported some of this as well, so it's not just on TMZ, by the way. But it says, we know Jonathan Majors' alleged DV victim was out partying after the incident in question. But now there's a video that appears to support Major's team's claims she was just fine. TMZ has obtained security footage that was referenced in a filing last week by his legal team, where they submitted still images that they argued proved their case, namely that his woman was not assaulted by Majors at all, and this whole thing is a false witch hunt. And I'm inclined to believe what they're saying. That's her gripping her phone in her right hand with no sling or nothing on her right finger, on her right little finger, when you've broken your hand. If you've broken your little finger, if you've broken your finger, do you just leave your finger spare? I'm just saying. Anyway, let me just read it up. That's been the argument from the beginning, and a new video does seem to firm up their point of view, at least on its face anyway. Check out clips for yourself. We're told that this was recorded at Lucy's nightclub near Little Italy in Lower Manhattan after the taxi altercation with Majors, which is a woman claims turned violent and left her with injuries. However, she doesn't look too hurt. You can view everything that Major's attorney Priya Chaudhary noted in their previous filing, including where the alleged victim is seen walking in normally, ordering drinks, dancing, and pushing her hair back with her hand, which she claimed was injured by Majors. There's an interesting moment where the woman is dancing by a DJ booth. She puts her drink down on the ledge and chats with the DJ and then launches forward abruptly, possibly hitting her head. Later, you see her leaving while holding hands with another woman. Oh, okay. Okay. Remember, Major's attorney claimed last week that her client was not with the alleged victim after the taxi cab moment. This is really important. And that he couldn't come into contact with her again until the following morning when he allegedly found her unconscious in his bathroom. Is giving witch hunt. At a point, he called 911 on her behalf, and that's when the cop showed up and arrested him. So that's also why it's very important as well, that information, that he called 911, okay? His team all along has also insisted purported text messages sent from alleged victim to Jonathan in the aftermath. Wait, his team all along has also insisted purported text messages sent from the alleged victim to Jonathan in the aftermath of all this, where she appears to recant her allegation, apologize to him, do not make any reference to injuries supposedly inflicted by him. All this evidence, including the full surveillance footage videos, has been submitted to the DA there in Manhattan. His lawyers have also said they have witnesses, including the cab driver who testified to what they apparently saw, notably that JM didn't put his hands on her. Now, this is really important. This is really important because I do believe there's a bit of a witch hunt for Jonathan Majors, right? Because the way that the PR team dropped, the ads and the campaign suddenly dropped. Disney have not dropped because they're scared of a lawsuit, right? That's the only reason why Disney haven't dropped him. I'll do another video about that Disney situation. They haven't dropped him because of a lawsuit, just because they're scared of a lawsuit. Reality is they want to drop him, right? Now, I don't want to make this a black man thing, but it's a black man thing. You understand? Yeah, because we have already tried him we've already trialed him by social media. Now, with the Tory Lane situation, there was too much information already. Way too much information. People snitching on themselves on songs, stuff like that. We already knew, okay? But with this situation here, the evidence now that's now being put out, it's looking a bit ominous, a little bit suspect, right? How quickly, these ads and campaigns, without even fully understanding or waiting, or at least putting on pause and saying, let's put our things on pause. Let's put things on hold and wait till he's tried in court. No, instantly, they just suddenly dropped everything. And that's when I said, this feels like you haven't paid your tithes and your offerings. This is a teachable moment for you to tell you, listen, just in case you think you can run things, just remember who runs things. You don't do what we want you to do, you know what's going to happen to you, right? Now, hey, that's just a little thing that I'm thinking, a little my own conspiracy theory in there. Thank God for Jesus, okay? Jonathan Majors, this is where you need Jesus, okay? All right? Because without him, Hollywood is going to be Hollywood. It's going to be Hollywood, okay? All right? The only sacrifice you need in your life is the blood of Christ. He is already sacrificed as a lamb. For the lamb that was slain, he is worthy to be praised. Oh, Lamb of God, we will praise thy holy name. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, so that's the only lamb that needs to be sacrificed. That's the only thing that needs to be sacrificed. You don't need to sacrifice yourself or anybody else. Listen, look, don't fall prey for this holy alarmy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But no, in all jokes aside, I mean, this case has taken a twist. And there's obviously eyewitnesses, the cab driver. He will also testify because that's what originally the team was saying for Jonathan Major's camp, which was that in the cab, nothing. If anything, he was the one that's been attacked. And now these video clips come out, and a lot of people didn't understand the context of the video clip. The video clip was after she had been hurt. And because many people didn't read the report and many people didn't read what actually happened, they just jumped and said, what does this mean? What does the video clip mean? Read. Open your eyes and read. Open your ears and listen. Right? The video clip in context is that it was after the incident had actually been reported. And since she said she had broken her finger and had a lacerated ear, okay, all right, a lacerated ear, which is why that picture comes up if you want to see, all right, the picture here where they show her ear, the lacerated ear, where is the ear being lacerated? You know what I mean? So they had to show that as well. I don't know if you can't even see it. Yeah. So they're asking the question, so where's all these injuries that she's talking about she had? And this is after you reported it, after the police have said that this is what's happened. So that's what I said about this is a witch hunt, because if the police corroborated the story that she had a lacerated ear and a broken finger, but went to the club after and didn't have a lacerated ear and didn't have a broken finger, then the police are also involved in the situation. It's a witch hunt. And at that point, then when the police are involved like this, you know you ain't paid your dues. You ain't paid your tithes and your offerings to the church of Satan. And you better fall in line. Okay? For the lamb that was slain, hey, he is worthy to be praised. Jonathan Majors, you better find yourself with Jesus. Oh, Lamb of God, we will praise our holy name. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of uploads. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. We'll see you again soon.